Steve Lehman along with John Burton here at St. Thomas Sports Park. The Titans took a day off on Tuesday, back at it on Wednesday. JB, what stood out to you after their first day off of training camp?
First things first, the heat. It was a warm day here
warm.
at St. Thomas Sports Park. We also had really our first dust up. Even though it wasn't a fully padded practice, it was what they call uppers. So they had the shoulder pads on and the shorts, but we saw wide receiver Cody Hollister and defensive back Kenneth Durden getting into a little dust up after a play during a team drill. So that's always fun. Wasn't the disaster that we saw from the Pirates and Reds last night. Thank goodness for that. But I also thought it was another efficient day for Marcus Mariota, especially during the red zone drill. He looks really comfortable. He's got some new weapons to work with. We've talked about Adam Humphries ad nauseum, how great he's been. And of course, you get Delaney Walker back. You have Dion Lewis to throw to out of the backfield. Look for the Titans to be really efficient in the red zone this year. I'm really looking forward to seeing that once the games start.
Titans made news before practice on Wednesday by announcing that Cameron Batson, who is one of the winners of the Offseason Performance Award and had been a really good performer through the first few days of camp, is headed to injured reserve. Now, Mike Vrabel wouldn't rule out the fact that he may come back at some point this season, but at least for the foreseeable future, one of the nice stories early on in training camp is not going to be a part of this roster. We figured, JB, that there'd be about 6 spots at wide receiver for maybe 7 guys, Batson being in that mix.
Right.
Now he's gone. Does that open up the door for a guy like Khalif Raymond or Anthony Ratliff-Williams to maybe grab a spot? That's going to be something interesting to watch.
Yeah, it certainly is. And Anthony Ratliff-Williams, you just mentioned him. He made a nice over-the-shoulder catch during a team drill out here today. So maybe he sees the urgency at hand. Look, we all know one man's injury is another man's opportunity. You hate to see your teammates go down, but that gives you another opportunity for one of these bubble wide receivers to maybe make a name for himself during these next, these 4 preseason games coming up. So obviously the opportunity is going to be there. You know how Mike Vrabel is. He gives everybody an equal opportunity to show what they can do. So we'll see how these guys respond.
And those wide receivers get a test every day from this Titans secondary. I thought Adoree Jackson in particular had a good day today for the Titans. Mike Vrabel said the challenge for Adoree is to do it every play. You see greatness from him at times, but then all of a sudden you see a mistake. And in this league, a mistake at that position can go for a 70-yard touchdown. One other note, JB, people interested about this, the Titans will hold their annual practice, which this year is a full-out scrimmage. Mike Vrabel says it's going to be like a real game inside Nissan Stadium Saturday night. Your captains, Marcus Mariota and Daquan Jones on one side, David Fluellen and Matt Dickerson on the other side. They're going to pick up their teams, and they're going to actually play as close to a real game as you can Saturday night at Nissan Stadium. And Vrabel hopes the fans come out. He says he's hoping 30,000 Titans fans will fill Nissan Stadium on Saturday night. For John Burton, I'm Steve Lehman. This is a News Channel 5 Training Camp Update.